Hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! Today I have some exciting new releases for you. I have been meaning to review these, trust me, for a long time. Just because I've been away for some time, now I'm back. I'll just start doing them one by one. My aim is to finish all the hauls and then start making some compilation videos for you, which I know you guys look forward to, and I personally enjoy doing them a lot as well because it's just more fun. We have an exciting new release from Khadlaj, and that's the Island Vanilla Dunes. Now, if you remember, they had launched the Island Perfume, which was very masculine. This one I would say is unisex. I'll explain. First of all, that's the packaging. And this is the bottle. It's exactly like your Island bottle, but it is ombre, black to or dark brown to this vanilla color. Island Vanilla Dunes is an oriental vanilla and is supposed to smell like Altair by Perfumes de Marly. It retails for $40 on the Khadlaj website for 100 ml. Now, this is probably the closest one to Altair. Let's just say that this is 95% similar. The top notes for this are cinnamon, vanilla, bergamot and cardamom, middle notes of orange blossom, guaiac wood and bourbon, and the base notes of praline, amber and musk. I feel like the opening in this one is slightly fresher. I'm just telling you the 5% difference. Honestly, like when a person wears it and roams around, you don't really come to know the difference. I just have the liquid brune from French Avenue, which was the Altair inspiration. And then I have this one. So I don't have many perfumes to compare to, but between the two, this one is closer. I like the liquid brune as well. You know, it's one of my favorite perfumes. That one is, let's just say, a little deeper and darker. This one is slightly fresher in the opening, so I can wear this during spring, summer as well, during the evenings maybe. Now, for those who don't know what Altair smells like, it's not too complicated. It's a super aromatic vanilla. Think of, this probably might not sound very appealing to you, but I'll tell you why I like it, right? Think of like a deep dark vanilla, a very strong vanilla perfume, and then add tiger balm. I know, it's not sounding very appealing, but for me, I love camphorous or mentholated or aromatic, these kind of perfumes which smell slightly medicinal or apothecary-like I keep mentioning this to you. I love these, and especially in combination with vanilla. I first fell in love with a perfume like this with Ani by Nishani, and Latafa had one, the Nasheed. I love that perfume. I know a lot of people don't. I absolutely adore. Where is that perfume, by the way? I've not worn it for the longest time. This is in the same genre, let's just call it. Not the same DNA, but the same genre. It's oriental vanilla, but it's like a vanilla aromatic. Now, although the top notes say cinnamon, vanilla, bergamot, cardamom, yes, in the opening, the cardamom and bergamot combination. If you know, you know, this combination always makes a darker perfume fresher, and usually they add this to perfumes that contain a lot of balsams or like deeper notes like oud or leather and things like that, just to give it like that fresh opening. This one definitely has that freshness in the opening, which I really like. So I'm happy that I have liquid brune and I have this one. But if you're not a collector, this is redundant. It's redundant to have liquid brune and this one. I'm just putting it out there. And I'm also putting it out there that this is not a safe blind buy for sure, because you need to absolutely love this apothecary aromatic camphorous scent that I'm talking about. What happened, Marcus? Come. You want to show your face on camera? This is a massive 10 out of 10 for me. It is amazing. So Marcus has lost his mind. Marcus, come. Should I get him for you guys? Listen, he's not so fluffy right now because it's summer, so we shave him off so that he's a little bit more relaxed. Just a sec, I'll get him for you. Look who it is! It's Marcus! The fluffy ball is become skinny ball. He looks a little bit like a chicken or a rat. No, he does not. He's still the cutest of them all. Yes, you are. You are the most beautiful kitty in the world. Isn't he cute? So what he does is every time I start filming, he wants to go in the cupboards. And he just starts he hates it when I start filming. He wants attention. He starts running around. And I think he thinks I'm speaking to somebody else and not him. So he starts throwing tantrums. So getting back to Marcus. Bibi, So getting back to Island Vanilla Dunes, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. A massive 10 out of 10. If you know how much I like the DNA of Altair, you know. And any perfume that smells even remotely close to that, I'm going to absolutely adore it. I'm sure this is going to be polarizing because aromatic vanillas are not everyone's cup of tea. So do try it before you buy it. Try to get a decant before you actually go ahead and buy it. Or try and smell Altair in a shop and see if you like it. Then you will absolutely love Island Vanilla Dunes. The best part is that I can wear it right now too. It's around like 38 to 40 degrees in Dubai, Celsius. I personally don't find it masculine at all. It's a very, very unisex perfume for me, but I live in a Middle Eastern country, so. This is suitable for evenings and all weather for sure. And in cooler weather, I can wear it during daytime as well. The Middle Eastern vibe is moderate. I'm not going to say it's mild or strong. It's moderate. It does smell quite Middle Eastern. It smells actually Oriental, but a lot of people will find the aromatics in this leaning very Middle Eastern. The projection is 3 to 4 feet and the longevity is for sure 8+ hours. The celebrity, I wanted somebody like, it's not nice to say this, but somebody a little exotic looking because it is a very exotic perfume. And as much as I would love to have a Middle Eastern celebrity or something, I don't know many, to be honest with you. So I selected Oscar Isaac. I think he's super good looking. I think he's a very good actor as well, and that's why like I thought of a lot of people actually, but then finally I settled to Oscar Isaac wearing this perfume. The color perception for this is burnt cinnamon. The temperature would be hot. It's quite warm. It's not even warm, it's actually hot. And the presence is very, very bold. Now moving on to the next Khadlaj, it is Cloud Candy. I'm sure you guys have been waiting for me to review this. La, 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 la. Oh. See, it's such a stark difference between the two, right? This was like an... Maybe I should have started with this, right? Because this is like a milder form of perfume. You don't need to take this out. You just open it from here. The packaging is super cute. It looks exactly like the Sarah bottle, but it has these clouds on it. And the color of the perfume is kind of what it smells like. It smells very close to Yum Bougie Marshmallow, but it has its twists. Okay, yes, now I remember a couple of perfumes. Okay, so the top notes are strawberry, raspberry and lemon. Heart notes of amberwood, orange blossom and whipped cream, and the base notes of musk, marshmallow and vanilla. This smells exactly like a fluffy strawberry milkshake, but with a lot of whipped cream on top. It is fruity, it is creamy, it is fluffy, it's soft, lactonic, very girly girl. It is quite linear and it does not change throughout the journey. Like what you smell in the top notes, it's like what it'll stay as. Maybe in the dry down, the tartness reduces a little bit, but the tartness is not so strong. I expected, like when I sprayed this, I would be like, it would be like a bit like super tart. It is not. It is a very mellow, very well-rounded perfume. It is a very safe blind buy for anybody who likes the smell of strawberry milkshake. But strawberry milkshake, think of it, it is definitely realistic, but this is a little wearable as well. You know, I like the marshmallow blush from Paris Corner as well. Now marshmallow, the difference between the two, the marshmallow blush is extremely creamy. It has weight to it. It smells more like a cheesecake to me rather than a milkshake. So this smells like a strawberry milkshake, that smells like strawberry cheesecake. If you like a heavier lactonic, almost like a cheesecake kind of vibe, then go for your marshmallow blush. If you like a fluffier version, then go for this one. This one of course like smells a little closer to the OG, which I have the 10 ml of. Oh, there you go. It was right in the front. Okay, let me just try this one for you side by side because I was speaking from memory. Let me be like a little bit more clear. They're close, but let's just say that Cloud Candy is from the beginning, from the get-go, it's really strong. It projects like so much more than Yum Bougie Marshmallow. And Yum Bougie Marshmallow definitely has very, very less tartness, yeah? But once it starts drying down, I know that tartness, that cheesecake vibe, a little bit of it starts coming in. In this, it's there from the get-go. That's the only difference. Funny enough, the Cloud Candy is definitely stronger in projection and definitely longer in longevity. So there's nothing much really to say about this. I'll probably be wearing this perfume today because it is this vibe, you know, very Barbie, very pink, very cutesy girly girl. It's definitely quite youthful. This is feminine all day, spring, summer preferably, but you can wear this during daytime in fall as well, because it has that fluffy marshmallow and like that lactonic vibe, right? The longevity, I would say, is still 6 to 7 hours. Mind you, this is a super fresh bottle, giving you my initial impression. This is 6 to 7 hours right now. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. It is beautiful. By the way, on the skin, it smells slightly different because it adapts to your skin chemistry and everything. I usually wear this on clothes. The celebrity, thanks to a friend on YouTube in my last video, Sabrina Carpenter, because I just kept saying, like, who do I like? Although this is a very Barbie scent, and I was like, oh, Margot Robbie, and then I was like, no, stop singing, you know. So yes, definitely Sabrina Carpenter. It's very that gourmand, but you know how her personality is, how bubbly she is, and her music videos, like all like colorful and lots of pinks and vintage colors and everything. It does give like a diner strawberry milkshake vibe. The color perception for this is a strawberry pink. The temperature is very neutral, not cold, not warm, and the presence of this is moderate, not mild, not bold, in the middle. Now, I was trying to get my hands on this particular perfume for the longest time, yeah? And this is the Nexa Musee by Rue Broca. Rue Broca is a branch of Afnan, if I'm not mistaken. And this was supposed to be a inspiration for Prada Paradox, which is why I was like singing, you need this. But it was so difficult to find it in the UAE. So that's how it opens. I really like the bottle and the box, you know, it looks very futuristic, space, you know, and then you open it like this. And that is the gorgeous bottle. It's so freaking pretty. Now I have Prada Paradox, but I think I have the intense version, the sample. Just let me get it. I really need to organize these samples. I have like tiny, like not tiny, but like some are like 5 to 10 mls, like some are actual 10 mls, and they all are like, found it, oh my gosh. So you have the Nexa Musee on this side, and you have the Prada Paradox, but I have the intense version. I literally have the intense version. I get my samples from Ash Perfumes. I'll put their link in the description in the UAE. Prada Paradox is a perfume I like. It's very generic. It's nothing special. But for day-to-day wear, it's excellent. Yeah, you don't have to think too much about it. It's a fruity floral. You know you're going to be okay. Everybody is going to still like your perfume. They're not going to mind it. It's not going to stand out too much in the crowd. But you'll smell decent, good all day. The only difference that I see in between Nexa Musee and the Prada Paradox, and maybe it is because it's the intense version, is that Nexa Musee is a little soapier. It's a little soapier. Prada Paradox is by itself a little soapy, but this I feel is a little soapier than the OG. The top notes are pear, tangerine and bergamot. Middle notes of jasmine, sumac, orange blossom and tuberose. And the base notes are vanilla, oak moss, vetiver and musk. I also feel Nexa Musee is like a hint, just a little bit, tad bit sweeter. The opening is definitely like very fruity, but it fades away very quickly. The opening maybe will last you for like 10-15 minutes, and then the prominent notes are actually the white florals. So you have these are like my favorite notes, right? Jasmine, sumac, your orange blossom and tuberose, and all of them smell equally in the middle. Like, see, like I'm trying to explain to you like how generic it is, right? So you have that pear and citrus combination in the opening, which fades away like super quickly. Then you have these white florals, which are very typical florals, but I'm saying I love them. What I wish in this perfume is that the base notes of vanilla, oak moss, vetiver and musk, I wish it added a little bit of more depth, because there's something missing in the dry down. In the dry down, all I smell is some light woods. Maybe like a hint of vanilla, but honestly, I would not call this a vanilla perfume. The thing is that I know I will use this perfume a lot, although it's like quite generic. And I might be sounding a little negative, but please, like I'm not trying to be negative. It is just that this is for me a very generic perfume that I'll use up quickly, because I'll wear this for like shopping. I won't wear this to my office because I like to still be a little impressive in my office. But like if you're like a wallflower and you don't want to be like noticed too much, wear this one, you know. I know a lot of people will love this perfume because it's a no-brainer. This is one of those easy grab perfumes. It is commercial, it's generic, it's like people will, there's nothing bad to say about it. It's just a nice fruity floral. It smells like you just came out of the shower where you use like fruity floral products, you know, and then that your skin is still radiating that perfume. Super feminine, spring, summer for sure, daytime, no Middle Eastern vibe. Projection I would say is like 1 to 2 feet. Depending on how much you spray, it'll project more. Longevity I would say is like 6 hours or pushing to 7 hours. My rating for this is an 8 out of 10. And like with the celebrity, I almost immediately thought of like it has to be a pop star, like a person who's on like MTV or something. Think Tate McRae. I love her songs, by the way. So yeah, think of her. I think that this perfume would suit her a lot. The color perception, matte fuchsia. Temperature is neutral and the presence of this perfume is moderate. I have 2 new perfumes from Paris Corner. One everybody has been asking me for recently because like it's all over the net, and although I had received this in Ramadan, back in Ramadan, we were asked not to showcase it. This is the Indomitable. They did like this beautiful launch in New York City, Brooklyn, and my niece Amina, if you're not following her channel, I'll put her handle over here. Please do give her a follow. She's been doing perfume reviews recently and I'm so proud of her. She was already invited for an event and everything. Like, so do give her a follow when you can, yeah? That's the Gen Z perspective of perfumes. So this is the box of Indomitable. It's very like, you know, your psychedelic, that 70s show vibe, you know, Indomitable, like, you know, turntables and everything. It just, bell bottoms, you know, this is what's coming to my mind, and this like trippy kind of prints and everything, colorful ones. I think the packaging is stunning. Look at that. Now what would you expect this perfume to smell like? Honestly, I thought it would be a combination of guava and something, but I was wrong. So let me show you the gorgeous bottle. That's the bottle. And that's the thingy. I don't know why I'm turning it like a turntable, but in my head I think it, like I wanted something to do with turntables, you know. What does it smell like? For everybody who was hoping and praying for summer perfumes, this is a very super realistic. My mouth just watered. See, it's that realistic. So it's a realistic citrus. Top notes are clementine and orange. Remember these 2 notes, clementine and orange, you know. And then you have the middle notes of woody notes, apple and black pepper, and the base notes of neroli, amber and white musk. This is their own creation. It retails for around $45 for a 100 ml bottle. The dominating notes are clementine and orange. It opens like orange juice. You literally smell freshly squeezed orange juice. But you know, if the rind of the orange was also a bit like, not squeezed, but like the little bit when you actually like squeeze an orange, you know how that spray, sometimes it goes in your eye. You know when it comes off, yeah? The smell combined together, that is the opening of this perfume. It is sweet, it is juicy, it is realistic. Like when I smell it, I literally feel like I'm drinking orange juice. So juice of clementine and orange. The green portion in this perfume is like, let's just say that like the rind, when you squeeze it, that spray that comes off, combined with like the peel, the inside of the peel. You know how it smells like? Now these other notes, apple, woodsy notes, black pepper, neroli, amber, white musk, I'm sure it's doing something in this perfume. My God, my mouth is watering so much right now. So I'm sure all these other notes are doing something here and there. But to my nose, this is predominantly, think After Swim by Louis Vuitton. While it's not an inspiration or even like, but that was also an orange perfume, but it had other elements to it as well. But you know how realistically orange or citrus it was? This is very similar to that. It's the same genre. You must, of course, have to absolutely love the smell of oranges to love Indomitable. The dry down does have like a hint of musk and white florals. That's what I'm getting, like very, very mildly there. But they wanted, I think, the perfume to be predominantly like giving that very like upbeat, like, I don't know. You know that song by Sean Kingston? Somebody called 911. Yeah, it's, you know, that vibe in that, you know, the 70s people who show up with the disco dance probably would be wearing this perfume. The sweetness is mild in this. exactly like the orange fruit. It's tart, but the sweetness is there, but it's not overly sweet. It's giving me pool or a beach party vibe. It's upbeat, it's fresh, it's very, very refreshing. Like you wear this and you get pumped up. Like, you know, you are like awake and ready to take on the day. You know how what coffee does to you, this perfume will do to you. I guess that's why people drink orange juice in the morning. It's very exciting. It'll make you happy. You just feel instantly happy. But I'm repeating again, you have to love orange because it's predominantly that clementine and the orange. That's the main note. Everything else mentioned over here, I do not get black pepper, by the way. But also the bottle is like brand new, brand new. I did spray it before, already tried it, and then I closed it up, and then it's been waiting for 1 month. So I do know that this one will probably change a little bit. That's just how it goes with the Paris Cotton perfumes. But like already, the way it is, I don't want it to change because I have had other perfumes. I just need like very clean, fresh perfumes right now. And I think I need to make a list of citrus perfumes. Somebody requested it in the previous video, and I agree. I recently have been loving citrus perfumes, and I need to make a compilation for that. So if you're looking for a fresh clementine orange perfume that makes you feel excited, happy, refreshed, go for Indomitable. I do feel this is unisex because it's so super citrus. A guy can pull this off. I like to mention that whenever I say the gender of a perfume, I'm not being like, you know, what you should wear, what you should not wear. It is more about traditional sense, what it smells like. Florals normally are associated with feminine, blue perfumes, darker perfumes, woody perfumes, they're normally associated with masculine. So I'm just giving you a idea in the traditional sense. Always please wear what you feel suits you. I wear like a lot of masculine fragrances when I'm a girl, you know. All day, spring, summer. No Middle Eastern vibe. Projection is like 2 to 3 feet. Longevity is 6 to 7 hours. It's a citrus. Please remember that. Don't expect very high longevity from citrus perfumes. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. I'm just trying to figure out because yesterday also I sprayed it and I waited for a very long time to see if the dry down changes. And I'm happy to report that it's just a very nice fresh orange with like these green bits in it. And the green bits are not disturbing because it's so realistically orange, you know. The celebrity I chose for this was Amy Liu because I recently watched White Lotus and I loved her personality and character, and I was so upset when I saw the finale. I'm not going to give spoilers over here. But yeah, for sure, her bubbly personality, her positivity, her vibe, her vibrance, her shine, you know. So that character for sure. The color perception, of course, is orange. There's no other color that comes to mind, like a bright, fresh orange. The temperature is neutral, although I would like to say this is a little cool. Maybe actually it is a little cool. It is a little cool. And the presence is moderate. Now, last but not the least is another perfume that I am late to the party for is Mysterium. This is again by Paris Corner. That's the bottle. It's giving Harry Potter Slytherin. So the moment we were shown this bottle and the packaging and everything, and I was like in my head Slytherin. Of course, when I went for the launch, I did not blurt it out and be that person in the gathering who talks about Harry Potter, you know, just because I like it. So Mysterium is supposed to smell like Monkey Special by Xerjoff, which is a very, very popular fragrance recently. Sprayer is very nice as well. Okay, wow. It smells very rock and roll, of course, because it's Tomi Iommi. So this is a goth perfume. It's very goth. Wow, I just started getting flashbacks of the 90s, I Would Do Anything for Love, that song, you know, Meatloaf. Who else was goth? Why does that person come in mind every time I think of goth? $25 for 100 ml. The price is insane for the quality of this perfume. The bottle is also gorgeous, heavy, beautiful, and it does smell very Slytherin, by the way, of Harry Potter. So recently, I'm going off track again. You remember, if you're into the Harry Potter universe, like if you're part of that world, there was Pottermore.com where you would get your assigned to your house and get your wand, you get your Patronus, and now it is Visiting World. So in Pottermore, I was put into Gryffindor. I thought it was wrong. I was like, dude, yeah, I do feel like I could be in Gryffindor, but I was like, I relate more to Slytherin, and I do feel like Slytherin are not bad people, by the way, yeah. So But I was like thinking, oh, I would definitely get Slytherin, and I ended up getting Gryffindor. And for the longest time, for years and years, 20 plus years, I've been associating myself with Gryffindor. And then recently, they have a new website now, so you have to redo everything again. And guess what? On visitingworld.com, I'm a Slytherin. So now I don't know. You know, my robe, my everything is Gryffindor. Spent a lot of money on that. Anyhow, so what do you think I am? I think you guys will probably tell me that I'm Hufflepuff or something. Anyways, let me not go off track. Let me come back. Okay. Love at first sniff. 10 out of 10. Already telling you, Mysterium is amazing. Again, polarizing. Not for everybody because it's a very goth, dark, incensey perfume. Some people might think this smells like a church or a mosque or, you know, somewhere where there's a lot of incense, rose, traditional notes. Let me tell you the notes so that you understand better. Top notes are passion fruit, bergamot and cinnamon. This opening is literally like a freshness. It does not really come in like these specific notes. I cannot identify passion fruit, bergamot or cinnamon individually. But it does give it like this fresh, almost like a mentholated vibe. In the middle, you have rose, incense and leather. And in the base, you have sandalwood, labdanum and patchouli. The notes are very, very apt from heart to base. The opening, although I don't feel like these three notes exist, but they come in like an accord and that just smells fresh. And thank goodness for the top notes because otherwise this perfume would have been a drag, a very typical Middle Eastern perfume. But the heart notes of rose, leather and incense, it's kind of giving me, the closest perfume I can think of was, oh my god, sometimes my brain does not just, you know, one sec. Noir de Noir. I finally had to go to the internet and figure it out. Noir de Noir. It's giving that genre. It doesn't smell like Noir de Noir, but I'm telling you it's very close to it. It's giving the same genre. But this is supposed to be duping Monkey Special by Xerjoff, right? Now the opening, I'll tell you the freshness and also like in the middle how it smells like. People from the subcontinent, you will understand. Maybe that other people will not relate to it. It smells like betel nuts. You might not understand the smell, but it is like a mentholated, incensey, candied rose kind of smell. It's a sweet, cooling, nutty, earthy scent. That's how the betel nut packet smells like. After the 5 minutes mark, it's very, very linear. The rose, incense and patchouli combination. This part is super Middle Eastern. That's why this perfume is heavily Middle Eastern, yeah? But somehow, because it has that cooling betel nut kind of smell, this is not exactly like Noir de Noir. This actually gives me a very cold place and a goth castle and royalties, like vampire royalties was, oh great, I mentioned vampire again. You know, I should get penalized, like I should have that jar, you know, where I put like money every time I use the word vampire. And you know this dried up of sandalwood and labdanum, it's magic. This is magic. Like every note they've used in this is magic. I really like it. This is such a Simin perfume, by the way. This is like me. This is, I know it's not for everybody, again, because it's a very goth, very incensey perfume. But I absolutely love perfumes like this. These are like no-brainers for me and it's a 10 out of 10. Did I say that already? I'm sure I did. The leather, this is the best part. The leather is barely there. It's like a hint, there's such a small hint that does smell a little rock and roll, but it's not completely there, you know. But you need to like perfumes like Noir de Noir. Think Club de Nuit Intense Woman. If you like those kind of perfumes, you'll definitely like Mysterium. The key word over here is dark and mysterious. This is definitely not suitable for people under 25 though. I feel like this is a little like 25 and above. Again, I'm not being an ageist or something, you know. Like please, like wear whatever you want, but I do feel like this is like a little bit like above 25, a person who's a little grown up. It's sexy, but it's mature. I really like it. This is unisex. I think all day, all weather. Evenings, actually not all day. Evenings, all weather. But this will shine the best in cooler months, fall, winter. Middle Eastern vibe is super high in this. Projection, oh my goodness, like 3 to 4 feet easily. Longevity is 8+ hours. The celebrity I chose for this was Amy Lee from Evanescence. Like I was like, see, you did like magic. You exactly showed people what this perfume smells like. This is so her. You know, although they use this dark gray and green color, which is very Slytherin vibe. I don't know, the color perception. Like I initially thought of like rich purple, but it's not rich purple. I'm gonna give this like a dark mossy green. The temperature is cold. It's cold and the perfume presence is bold. This was an excellent haul. I thought all the perfumes were amazing. I really liked all of them. While Nexa Muse was a little bit like day-to-day perfume, but I still like it. It's 8 out of 10, which is not bad. And for anybody who was looking for a close dupe to Prada Paradox, there goes my brain. Go for Nexa Muse, it's very, very close. Guys, hopefully I will release 2 videos a week, how I used to before, and I'll try to make shorts and everything so that you have your 1-minute reviews for people who don't have time to watch this entire full-length videos. That'll help you a lot. So I will try and like review all of these in 1 minute, 1 perfume reviews. The ones I had posted before also. So I will like go very systematically because I do want to post almost all the perfumes I review as 1 minute reviews as well for you. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.